What is going on, guys? It's James here, or ThnxCya, and welcome to our Q&A. This is episode 5, I believe, and thank you so much to everyone who's supported the series so far. It's been really fun making it, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. But anyway, let's jump straight in with a question from Jutty, or XXJuttyXX, depending on which one you prefer. And he asks, what has been your biggest moment in life so far? And would you consider doing something relating to Mail Mondays, which is this series done by a YouTuber called Woody's Gamertag? My biggest moment in life so far, that's difficult really, because I think personally my life has been quite a lot of little achievements which I've been very proud of. For example, my graduation was a pretty cool thing, like learning to drive was a cool thing. Getting machinima partnership was an awesome thing. But I kind of think that life-defining moment and that life-changing moment is yet to come. So I think that's quite an exciting thought, really, because you never know when it's going to happen and you never really know what's around the corner. So I kind of think that for that question. But the next question is about Mail Mondays, and if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically by a guy called Woody's Gamertag, who is a very big YouTube commentator, and he effectively agony aunts people. And what I mean by that is they send in their like personal, real-life questions and issues that they might be too sort of, nervous to talk to their parents about or talk to their friends about, or they might just need some advice about IRL issues. But so they send them into Woody and he picks them and talks about them. It's all anonymous and stuff. It's a really, really good series actually. But I would actually like to do something like this in the future. However, I kind of think that at the moment it's not really the right time, because my channel's still pretty new, so it would be nice for you guys to get to know me a bit better, and over time that might be some kind of option in the future. However, if any of you guys would like some advice from me about something in real life or whatever, then please, if you think I could help, then feel free to PM me and I'll try and do my best for you. Next question is from EnoJoke, 82, sorry, I read that wrong there. He asks, what is your favourite food and what's your favourite gun? Well, my favourite food, I'd probably say, is Italian food. I do like to cook and stuff. I'm not like chef quality, but I do enjoy cooking. So I'd probably say Italian as a nationality. I like pizzas and pastas and tomato and cheeses and stuff. Kind of that really, but my favourite gun in Modern Warfare 3 at the moment is actually the CM901 Silence. That's a really, really nice assault rifle. Battlefield 3, I'd probably go with the A91 at the moment, although that does change fairly regularly. My favourite gun in real life is that Dirty Harry, like Smith & Wesson revolver type gun that you see in all the cowboy movies. I think that looks awesome. I'd love to like shoot one of those in one day, not at someone, obviously at a target, but it would be pretty cool to pretend to be a cowboy. But anyway, next question is from Chalupa Taco Meister, who asks quite a few questions, so I'm going to go through them one by one. He asks, what recording device would you recommend for a starting YouTuber? Well, I think the most important question to ask if you're starting a YouTube is how serious are you about wanting to make this channel a success, because I would highly recommend that you go for HD quality straight away. And I know that that's a big investment and I know that's a lot of money, but unfortunately with the way YouTube is going these days, with the sheer amount of people making videos or whatever, it's very difficult to get yourself noticed. But HD quality or 720p quality really, really does help in that. So if you're all serious about wanting to give this YouTube thing a good go, then I'd definitely invest in that HD PVR or that Blackmagic Intensity Pro capture card, and go from there really. Next question is, what do you think of the British government? Well, I kind of think pre-election, I did agree with quite a lot of their policies. However, I think with the coalition coming into effect, I think they've kind of not really kept up to most of their promises. And although there has been a minimal amount of stuff that I have agreed with, I think the majority of it has been negative. I mean, especially the increase in university fees. I think that's a disgrace, because 27 grand for a 3-year degree course is a lot of money. And unfortunately, I think a lot of you guys who are watching this video could be affected by that if things don't change in the future. So I think that's bad. What's your favourite colour? My favourite colour is purple. And what would you consider doing a play with sub-series? Well, I actually have thought about this, and I have I have one pretty cool idea for it. However, I think at the moment I've got quite a few series running, so I'm going to kind of wait for a natural conclusion to one of the series and then start like a play with sub-series, because I've got a pretty cool idea. I think you guys will like it, but more about that in the future. Okay, anyway. Next question is from Mods4U on COD, who asks, when did you first start to play online games? Was it COD or was it another game? Well, I actually started playing online games quite late. I mean, I did actually get a PlayStation 3, but I didn't connect it up to the PlayStation Network for a long time, just because I was never really into shooter games and stuff. But my first online game was actually a game called Killzone 2, which is a fantastic game, and I have very, very fond memories of it, because it was my first ever shooter, and, I was learning about the whole shooter process, FPS, playing online and stuff, so I have a lot of great memories about that. It wasn't Call of Duty, but Modern Warfare 2 was my first Call of Duty. So yeah, next question is from Mr. Wilson 2001, who asks, if you could choose one Call of Duty, what would it be? Well, interestingly, I just mentioned Modern Warfare 2 there. Controversially, and before you recoil in horror like, oh my god, why would you say that? My Call of Duty that I would pick is actually Modern Warfare 2, and I know that sounds crazy, but my reasoning behind it is because that was actually my first Call of Duty. Excuse the awful joke there. And I think there's nothing better and there's nothing quite like playing that Call of Duty for the first time. I mean, learning about how the game works, learning about the maps, unlocking stuff and leveling up for the first time. It's a unique experience, and unfortunately that doesn't translate to the second or third or fourth or fifth Call of Duty that you play. It's only, I believe, like a once in a lifetime experience, really, to kind of interact with COD for the first time. So all my experiences of that have been on Modern Warfare 2, so for that reason alone I would probably pick that game. But yeah, that's debatable. I mean, there's lots of decent Call of Duties to play. It kind of depends what mood you're in, really, to be honest. But yeah. Next question is from Pack Panther Unchained, who asks, would you ever consider going to Australia, and why? Well, I think as a holiday I would really love to at some point. I mean, especially coming from the UK, you do hear a lot about Australia and how the weather is so different and the lifestyle is so different. But yeah, I would love to go and see the Great Barrier Reef. I think that's something that, it's quite touristy, I know, but it would be an experience. So yeah, definitely, I would love to go at some point, if the opportunity ever arises. But yeah, I think last question for the episode is from XGamer14Z, who asks, two questions. One, why did you start making songs? Well, it's just because I've obviously been involved in music and I've been involved in gaming for a long time, so I kind of thought, why not unite the two and try and make something creative? So that's why I kind of wrote the gaming related songs. But yeah, the second question is, I post zombies and some of them are very good, but no one watches me. How can I get more of a crowd to watch me? Well, this is always very difficult, but I kind of think the best thing you can do as a zombies video maker is to get into contact with other people that make zombies. And it sounds quite obvious, but there's no point going to a Battlefield 3 director and then saying, do you want to play zombies, because it's just not going to work, and the target audiences will be completely wrong. So as best as you can get, trying to be sort of integrated with the zombie community. It's unfortunate really that Modern Warfare 3 doesn't obviously contain zombies, so the kind of interest in YouTube for zombies has gone down over the past year, but it's more of a waiting game, I suppose, because as soon as Black Ops 2 comes out and obviously zombies will be released again, I definitely predict that a lot more channels with zombie content will get a lot more popular. Because just that's what people want to say currently, I guess. I mean, people these days, especially in Call of Duty, are interested in seeing mobs and stuff, but if you roll on sort of 8 months previous, people like the Syndicate Project got really, really successful with their zombie content. So I think with zombies, just play the waiting game, try and get involved in that zombies community, and yeah, it should pay off for you. So best of luck to you as well. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the commentary. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, it's been a pleasure. Thanks, and see ya.